just thought of a side note. The other day, a friend of ours was asking about what music to listen to, and he knew I liked Insane Clown Posse, and I'm like, well, like what songs? And the first song my wife goes is play the Mom song. Like, I mean, I know that's one of the few songs that like you're a key part of, because Jay talks about you a lot, and I think do you have lines in that? Do you sing some of it, or you're just...
Yeah, well, we wrote it together. I mean, that was a Mother's Day gift for our moms, because we didn't know really what to give them, because we got them everything. And we were on the road. We were in Spokane, Washington, and we had 2 days off, and we were sitting there on the bus, and we're like, man, what you gonna get your mom? I don't know what you're gonna get your mom. So then Joe was like, man, I know what, man, let's write a song. And so we sat in the back of the bus, and we got that Tupac beat or that Bruce Hornsby beat, and we sat back there and we wrote all day. Then the next day we found a studio, just a little hole in the wall, it was a shithole studio. And we rented it out, and him and I, we left the bus, we left the whole crew. We came back to the bus with that fucking masterpiece, and I stand by that song, man.
Oh,
I'm very proud of. There's a lot of things that I'm proud of, but that is one of the things that I'm most proud of.
Like I said, Go ahead.
I was gonna say it was a pretty dope song. I liked it a lot.
A lot of people that didn't really like underground music and stuff, they heard that and they were like, "Wow, this is really fucking good, man." And it was just a way to give them a little gift. And then when we were like, you know what, let's share it to the Juggalos. Why not, man? Everybody's got a mom, everybody's got, or someone that they love, or someone who raised them, that they could relate to this. So let's give it to the world. So we put it out, and like I said, I'm really proud of it. If there's nothing that I do in my lifetime, that's one of the things that I could definitely look in the mirror and say, damn, man, we did all right with that.
Yeah, it's a great song. Like I said, it's
thank you.
Just random person, like friend that you just briefly know. He knows my music interest. That ICP has been a big part of my life, and she's like, he didn't really know my wife was into it that much. He's like, she loves that song. I think there's only one other song out of all of Insane Clown Posse stuff that she likes, and your instrument. I assume that you helped write it, but it's cool hearing from you.
Yeah.
It's like hearing
it was one of those things where once in a while you can capture magic in a bottle, and I think that day we did.
Definitely, it's a great song.
Thank you.
I have a similar questions here that still pertaining with the music and you with Psychopathic.
Yes.
Now, way back in the day, you were originally supposed to be the lead singer for the Island when it was still supposed.
That's true. Yep.
And I want to say this because I know, I don't really hear a lot of people say this. But you and Jay have very similar voices when you do things, and sometimes you can't tell who is who. And I think there was I don't remember what song it was, but it was I know it was Jay, but it sounded like he was trying to sound more like he was so weird. But
I performed on that Zug Island Cracked Tiles album. I did. I think it's 5 tracks on it. And everybody was like, wow, man, you sound like Violent J. I was like, wait a minute, he sounds like me. Fuck that. What the fuck, man?
You want to know what I think it is? Because I've had a similar thing. Like, my really close friend I've been friends with for, well over 20 years. Like, back when we were younger, when we used to spend so much time around each other, we sounded very similar. And I could talk to somebody on the phone and they would think that I was him and vice versa. It was kind of messed up. It doesn't sound like that anymore though. But I believe that that's what that is. Y'all are super close, and you have the cadence and the rhythm of each other's speaking. So that's the reason that is probably like that. I don't know if that's for sure, because I've never really looked into that. But
I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah.
Have you? How come you never really got more into doing more music? And well, this is how I should actually split this up, since we're still talking about Juggalo. Which songs did you write off of Juggalo, if you did, or contribute to lyrically or vocal, or with vocals? And then I haven't looked at that album in a long time, so I don't have it in front of me. But as far as Juggalo goes, Sin, me and him, we were going to be co-lead singers. And Sin is a phenomenal singer, man. Worlds apart from me, that's for sure. And Sin and Mike T were like best friends, like me and Joe Bruce, for years and years and years. And there was a chemistry between those guys that was unbeatable. And when you threw me in the middle of the mix, it just was out of place. There was something out of place. And I went to Joe while we were working on the project, and I was like, you know what, man? These guys should just be fucking Juggalo, man. I'll finish up doing the lyrics on the, the back end. And, anything that we need to do live on stage, I'll do. No big deal. That's cool. I love singing back up, like we did on the acoustic shows last year. And I was like, and I stepped away, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, man! First off, man, that's very noble of you that you that you would." Because I really wanted that record to succeed. I really did, because I believed in it. And I thought the writing was on it was perfect. I thought Sin's vocals were great. I thought ICP's raps on it were good. I mean, Joe Bruce lived in a cave for like 2 months straight writing that whole album. And, you say what you want about Joe Bruce, and people have said, but let me say this, man, the guy's a fucking genius, man. And when he comes up with an idea, he lives with it. He thrives on it. And he thrived on the whole Juggalo thing, much like he did Twisted. I mean, he went and molded that whole group from nothing when they were House of Crazies to fucking what they are now, and same with fucking Blaze. And same with, so many others. And he's a genius when it comes to that. And when I went to him and I told him, I says, man, I really think like it should be, Mike P and Sin doing this record, but I will help out in any way. He was even like, wow, Rudy, man, for real? I was like, yeah, man, yeah. And he was like, because when I was writing it, I was thinking of your voice. Because again, we do have similar voices, him and I. And again, I'm proud of that record. I'm proud that I'm on it. I'm proud that it did what it did. I wish it would have did bigger numbers. I wish more people would have heard of it, or more people would have seen it. But it is what it is, man. It's a part of history. And again, I love that album, Crack Tiles. I do.
Oh, Crack Tiles is an amazing album. I'll play it for people, and they'll be like, "Who was that?" And I'm like, "Well, it's Juggalo." And they're like, "Oh, that's Psychopathic Records." And I'm like, they have amazing voices. They have amazing beats. I mean, the songs, a lot of it really talks to people. It's just that stigmata of Psychopathic Records, which sucks, because there's great artists on Psychopathic Records. Come on, there's a classic song. There's a classic song on that album that if it doesn't touch you in your heart, then you're a heartless motherfucker. And that's that fucking, You've Always Got Me. You always.
You know what kind
If that doesn't touch your heart, then fuck, you don't have a heart, man.
It does. It's a really great song. The only thing that kind of sucks is that whoever mixed that, at the end you have that thing where the chick comes in and she's like all like, I can't even remember what she says, but like messes up the
flow. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Do you know what other music things you've actually been involved in, like with your vocals recorded? Because, like I said before, like I said earlier in the interview, like sometimes I can't tell the difference, and I know other people can't tell the difference between your voice and Violent J's voice.
Right. Well, there's been a lot of stuff, you know, that I like. Let's Go All the Way. That Let's Go All the Way. That's me singing that. That's me singing Let's Go All the Way. I recorded that with Mike Clark. Joe asked me, he was like, man, I need you to lay down these vocals. So I laid down the vocals and they just stacked my voice over all of them. But that's me doing Let's Go All the Way. That's me doing that.
I thought that was a sample from the actual song. I mean, the original song.
No, that was me. Of course, I did Oldie But Goodie with Esham, which I was really proud of.
Yeah.
I did something with Shaggy, man. I can't think of what it was, but it was he did like a it was in one of the comic books, and it was a solo song.
Oh,
him and I did it.
It was who wanted this killer? No. What was it? Fuck. I know what song you're talking about because I like that song too. Who wanted? Yeah, maybe it was that one. Who wanted this killer? I think is that the part you sang?
I sang the hook on that song, whatever it was, but I can't think of the name of it. But I love it, man. And now that I'm revisiting this, talking to you guys, that's the kind of stuff that, you know, I'm really interested in hearing again because I haven't heard it in so long. I haven't really listened to any of the stuff that I've done, and I'm proud of everything that I've done, man. You know, I'm really proud of the stuff that I've done. A lot of that Bizarre record, you know, I did a ton of vocals on the background, Cherry Pie and that Hey I Want You. That's me doing that.
I thought that was fucking Violent Day. What the hell? This is I did that. I did oh God, man, now you got me thinking, man. I'm gonna have to come back with you on those because my gosh, I did so much, you know, and everything I'm proud of, man. And, you know, from top to bottom, what I've done, you know. I'm happy that the world got to hear that voice, you know, and a part of something special. Whether you love ICP, you like ICP, or you hate ICP, ICP is a part of pop culture for the rest of our lives. The ICP has changed fucking the way you look at pop culture forever. Whenever motherfuckers are making jokes about you, even to this day, in 2020, on different sitcoms and stuff, you've made your mark. You've been there. You made your mark. And I'm proud to say I made it with them. That's why, I never understood why you weren't more in the forefront of more things. You know?
You know, to be honest with you, John, I'll keep it real with you, man. I love music. I love performing it, but my heart was always in wrestling. My mind was always in wrestling. Everything that I did, eat, breathe, sleep, I thought of wrestling. I would go record songs and I would be on the iPad watching wrestling because that's something that I had a passion for. And not so much these days, but I mean, other than the federation that I run myself, I just had such a love for it, and I wanted to do more with it. And I wanted to, you know, look, man, I helped my boys achieve their dreams, man, you know, ICP. Yeah, I helped them, you know, to that fucking platinum stats. And then it was a time where I wanted to help myself, you know, and I never, ever asked anyone, ICP, Twisted, Esham, nobody. I never said, hey, would you co-sign on my shit? Would you come and do this for me? Would you do that for me? I never did that because I always wanted to stand on my own and on the things that I did. And I'm proud to say that I'm still doing it, you know, to this day. That doesn't mean that I haven't had Shaggy and Violent J on some of my wrestling shows and stuff, but I'm just saying that to get the thing kicked off the ground, it was just me and Carlito with some hard work and energy, and that's, you know, and we're doing it, we're on 11 years now, you know, and I'm proud of it. You know, I'm proud of what we're doing.
So with Big Money Hustlers and Rustlers and Space,
why you
whatever.
putting an R on it, man?
So how come you were never? How come you were never like on screen much?
I could give you the bullshit story. I could give you the true story.
We gotta hear the truth around here, man. Like,
okay, well, the truth is that, you know, me and Joe were like a bad marriage. Well, we're like a good marriage. I don't know. We're like a married couple. And every so often we get into these spats and these spurts, and it's like, fuck you. All right, well then fuck off. And it just so happens, in this God's honest truth, Crimson, I swear to you, during the filming of both of those fucking movies was on one of those times where we were like, you know what, man, fuck you. And I swear to you on that. I swear to you. And when we went in, we did the commentary on one of the DVDs, you know, Joe was like, yeah, man, you was in jail. I wasn't in jail, motherfucker. I was mad at you, or you were mad at me. It was one of those things where I don't even remember why we were mad at each other. But we were mad, and we were taking a break from each other. And one of the things that, you know, I can honestly say about our friendship and our brothership is that very rarely do we ever air our dirty laundry, ever, to the world. There's even times at Psychopathic where me and Joe would be having our little spats with each other, and nobody at the company even knew it. They're just like, "Where the fuck you been, Rudy?" I'm like, "Man, fuck your boy." But you know that, you know, again, and then when we kiss and make up, it's like we never lost a day, we never lost time. So really, that's the reason why I haven't been in either one of the movies.
Please, no one make any memes with Rude Boy and Violent J kissing now that he said that. Please do not do that, or I will have to come to your house and slap you. Okay.
I kiss Jay all the time. What are you talking about? He's my brother. I don't French kiss him. I kiss him on the cheek. I love him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I ain't got no shame in this game. Shit.
That's cool.
Ain't no social distance when it comes to brothers, man. Fuck that.
Okay.
And all you fucking nerds that got time to just sit around making memes and shit, go ahead and make all the ones you like.
Right,
go ahead and do it.
Okay. Let me rephrase this so it doesn't sound as bad. Please.
Because I'm laughing all the way to the bank, motherfuckers.
Please do not make any Corona memes about Violent J and Rude Boy. Not keeping.
Yeah, because I don't fuck with Corona. I'm a Modelo guy myself.
Oh, what's your favorite thing you liked about working with the clowns or at Psychopathic?
Well, when I was younger and I was single, you know, the Juggalettes were definitely a plus and a perk. And to be honest with you, man, sir, and this is the truth, and many a times, right before we were getting ready to rock the stage, I would look at Joe, and I would just be like, look at us, man. Look at us. We were just two fucking nobodies from Detroit. And now look at us, man. We're in fucking Australia. Sydney, Australia. We're in fucking Los Angeles, California. What the fuck what's going on? And those are them surreal moments where you, for whatever, you can never take that away. And being a part of Psychopathic Records, I got to do some really cool things, man. Going to the American Music Awards with Esham, man, on that red fucking carpet, man. Like being treated like royalty. Fucking Dick Clark wanting to come and meet us. That's big shit, man. That's big shit. And to be honest with you, man, all of these things that I tell you, and I've told everyone for years, they all sound like a big fairy tale lie. But I was there. I seen it. I watched it. I rocked the dance floor with Pink at the after party of the fucking American Music Awards. We rocked the party, her and I, for like 2 hours, bro. True story, man. And you know, those are the perks that I got out of being a part of Psychopathic Records and Insane Clown Posse. And to watch this thing evolve from Alex Abyss's mom's basement, in her basement, where we're hand-drawing flyers, to fucking seeing semis pull up with sets for upcoming tours and stuff like that. That is the real payoff. When you go through the offices of Psychopathic Records and you look around and say, damn, man, we fucking built this, man. No matter what we did in our lives, we built this, man. And there's a lot of stuff to be proud of. Now, there's some things that suck about it too, man, you know. The long hours, being away from your family, being away from your loved ones, losing great women in your lives. There's sacrifice when it comes to fame. There's real sacrifice. And the real sacrifice is, how much do you want it? Do you really want it? And unfortunately, like for my older kids, man, you know, my older kids paid the price, man, and to this day I feel awful because I couldn't be at baseball games and I couldn't be at, you know, special commencements at schools and stuff like that because I was out trying to earn a living and trying to make this thing happen and make it work. And so, you know, there's some things that you're not so proud of, but you also know that, you know, it takes sacrifice to make these things happen. And I did it, you know, I did it. And, you know, God forbid, I hope this doesn't happen, but if I were to die tonight, man, you know, I've lived a great fucking life, man. I've lived a great life. I lived the life of a king, man, you know, and I'm proud of that, you know, and I didn't do it because anyone gave it to us. We did it because we worked hard for it. And like I said, the sacrifice is just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You got it.
With wrestling, I know that you had some legendary wrestlers that you've had matches with, I think commentated
Yes.
for, you know, been other things. Who was your favorite, and who was the worst that kind of lived up to their the hype about them? Because I know there's a few that are not easiest to work with in the industry.